San Antonians converge on Fort Sam to honor the fallen on Memorial Day. 3 are dead and 1 is in critical condition following a string of family violence cases. And UTSA plans for better campus access to its downtown San Antonio campus. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Tuesday, May 28th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Monday morning, a former Brooke Army Medical Center commander had a simple Memorial Day message for the unusually large crowd of 2,500 that had gathered at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery's assembly area. The 2 simple words of thank you were heard by hundreds, as retired Army Colonel Evan Rentz, a veteran of 2 wars, showed his appreciation to those in attendance. In his words, to help memorialize those who have died in the service of his or her country, so that we can enjoy all that we do. The post-9/11 era has seen 2.7 million Americans go to war, primarily in support of operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. U.S. troops have been engaged in active combat operations now for nearly 18 years, and there is no sign of either war ending. In fact, more troops are headed to the region as tensions rise with Iran. Memorial Day was once known as Decoration Day, initially created to honor Union and Confederate soldiers after the Civil War. It became a widespread tradition by the end of the 19th century and was expanded after World War I to commemorate U.S. troops who died in all conflicts. Congress declared Memorial Day a national holiday in 1971. 4 incidents of family violence throughout San Antonio over 3 days last week have left 3 people dead and a woman in critical condition. In the latest incident, 45-year-old Jose Villalobos is accused of shooting a woman at about 6 a.m. Friday in the 600 block of H Street. Investigators say the 2 were in an on-and-off relationship and had been arguing when she tried to call her friend to pick her up, and Villalobos pulled out a gun and shot her in the neck. She was taken to an area hospital in critical condition, and her current condition is unknown. Villalobos is charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of felony possession of a firearm, with bail totaling $425,000. Earlier this week, 62-year-old Alicia Wills and her 71-year-old husband Luis Joseph Benevento were fighting at about 1:30 a.m. Wednesday in the 6900 block of Lucky Path. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office reports Wills was on the phone with 911 staff early Wednesday morning when she was fatally shot multiple times in the upper torso. Deputies arrested Benevento at the scene, and he's charged with murder with bail set at $100,000. On Thursday, 57-year-old Daryl Webb had been in a dispute with a relative at about 9:45 a.m. in the 400 block of Dory. At one point, Webb allegedly shot the man several times in the upper torso and head. Officers found Webb inside the home and arrested him without incident. He's been charged with murder with bail set at $300,000. Also on Thursday, 2 sisters-in-law were fighting in front of a home in the 1000 block of Grand River at about 4 p.m. when one of the women went inside her residence and was followed by the other. When the sister-in-law refused to leave, the woman grabbed a gun and fatally shot her in the doorway. The 44-year-old was pronounced dead moments after officers arrived, and the other woman, aged 39, was taken into custody as police investigate whether charges should be filed. Neither San Antonio Police Chief William McManus or Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar have been able to pinpoint what caused the sudden surge in family violence. However, both agree it could be weather-related, as high temperatures have reached the lower 90s. And the University of Texas at San Antonio wants to build a pedestrian bridge connecting its expanding downtown campus to the west side. According to the university's master plan, the bridge would be adjacent to Buena Vista Street's existing vehicular overpass that clears a railroad switching yard. Though the university has no concrete plans to build yet, officials envision a public, leisurely outdoor space and a recreational center that would also be open to the community, where the bridge ends on the UTSA side. The plan would also call for relocating functions in the current Monterey building and constructing a new building. A master planning committee made up of faculty, staff, and students found that community members want a connection to the West Side neighborhood and for better integration of downtown areas. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Tuesday, May 28th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.